Welcome to Radio Free Scientology, the radio station that brings you the truth about what is happening in Scientology today.
Yes, it's Radio Free Scientology again, and a lot has happened since we were last on the air. As some of you may know, a large number of top-level Scientologists have left the Church of Scientology. 11 OT-level members of orgs in Anzo blew in the past couple of weeks alone. Not only have they blown, but they are speaking out too, and causing a great PR flap. Ironic, since L. Ron Hubbard predicted that New Zealand would be the first island to go clear. At the beginning of September, a major conference was held in Hamburg, Germany, where representatives from around the world turned up to listen to a series of lectures explaining why the Church of Scientology is so dangerous. The speakers included Graham Berry, a lawyer prepared to take on the Church of Scientology; Larry Brennan, who worked for 8 years with the Guardian's office, the last 5 of which between 1976 and 1981, he was responsible for all legal matters outside the courts to the world; Mark Headley, who worked at the international headquarters from 1990 to 2005 when he left. Mark worked at all levels in the organisation, including closely with David Miscavige. Then there was Jason Begay, a world-renowned actor and ex-Scientologist who has become a critic of the Church of Scientology because it consistently failed to deliver. The lectures were very well received and recorded for distribution around the world, which does not bode well for the Church of Scientology. Anonymous have also been very active, with random protests occurring around the world as well as on their monthly international protests. The bookathon at the beginning of September was a complete loss, with numbers down across the board. Protests have also occurred outside Gold Base in Hemet, California, where most of the RPFers are sent. Anonymous also turned up to Katie Holmes's Broadway premiere show, holding signs saying, "Save Katie from the cult." The Scientologists who turned up to handle them failed miserably by making themselves look completely foolish, rather than discrediting Anonymous. An Anonymous protester at the scene said it was all part of the plan, adding that Anonymous is now at cause, with the cult of Scientology being in effect.
Right this way! Get your medication!
You think you're a big man out
I can get your medication! Follow me! Get your medication! We're going to Bellevue! Come on, you psycho! Let's go to Bellevue! Let's put on Prozac! Scared, he's got a mask on! Get some Prozac! Get some Prozac! Hurry up! Hurry up! Go to Bellevue! We're going to Bellevue to get our medication! Everybody now! Get your medication! Get your medication! You gotta keep the big pharmaceutical in line!
Everybody, keep moving out!
Keep going!
I want my check from Mark.
Hey,
They owe me so much money.
Companies, get your medication! They give us our pills at the center today! I need my Prozac! Where's my Prozac? Somebody give me my Prozac,
Looks
please!
like you need your picture.
Prozac! I need Prozac! I need Prozac!
Whoa!
I need
How'd that
Prozac!
feel?
I need
How'd that
Prozac!
Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
Anonymous also now have a significant number of L. Ron Hubbard's own recordings, leaked by many of the members who have blown. Some of the most damning include the Zemu lecture, in which L. Ron Hubbard reveals the Zemu story. Surprisingly, it is exactly as the critics have been saying all along. The lecture is definitely genuine because the RTC has attempted to pursue copyright violations against the leaked recordings. This lecture is one which most Scientologists will have to pay an estimated $300,000 to reach OT3 to hear. This includes the hours of auditing one needs as well as the courses. The critics, on the other hand, didn't have to spend any money at all. Another damning lecture is one of the Philadelphia Doctorate Course Lectures, number 20. It isn't damning because of what L. Ron Hubbard said, so much as what David Miscavige has squirreled out of it. In this lecture, L. Ron Hubbard explains that it makes more sense to create an antidote to a weapon before one creates the weapon. He likens Scientology to a weapon and states that he has created an antidote. That without the antidote, Scientology was capable of creating a society that would make George Orwell's INSOC in the book 1984 pale by comparison. David Miscavige removed this reference, leading others to believe that maybe he did this because he didn't want others to know the potential of Scientology if abused, because he himself intends to abuse it to his own ends.
Therefore, we really do have the remedy before the assault weapon is produced. Did you ever read poor old George Orwell's 1984? Yes, that's wonderful. That could be the palest imagined shadow of what a world would be like under the rule of the secret use of Scientology with no remedy in existence. It's all right in this offhand age to just brush things aside and say, well, it's of no importance, really. And let's not be dramatic the way people are being about the atom bomb. Actually, the atom bomb isn't as serious as this other.
Now let's listen to David Miscavige's edited version.
Therefore, we really do have the remedy before the assault weapon is produced. It's all right in this offhand age to just brush things aside and say, well, it's of no importance, really. And let's not be dramatic the way people are being about the atom bomb. Actually, the atom bomb isn't as serious as this other.
And now, a brief excerpt from what most Scientologists paid over $300,000 to hear, the Zimu lecture.
So, it is an assist. It isn't really a proper session, but you must in all cases carry on and assist with the discipline of the auditor. Don't force the PC, be persuasive, be gentle, keep your TRs in. Do the actions which you can do within the limits of the session. Do you understand that? You're going to run into this character who starts going round and round and round, and they say the helicopter is going to crash, it's going to crash, and you're looking for a helicopter accident. What the hell, it's R6, boy, and nothing else. I don't know, I think for about a day or two it takes this helicopter to crash in R6. There's no helicopter there. The guy's frozen in alcohol and glycol, sitting in a block, being given a big 3D Cecil B. DeMille special motion picture. Now, the constituency of these, you should understand. Incident one is simply incident one. A person can have himself more than incident one, incident one. A person himself can have administered some incident ones. There can be an overt incident one. It's a relatively simple implant, but it is was quite effective in lousing people up because it interrupted them from creating what they would have created and took away what mock-ups they did have, and it stopped their cycle, and it put something there that was unwanted. So when then they tried to create, they created it because it fixed their attention by protest. All right, for this planet and for this confederacy of the 21...